Hello everyone. Today I'm going to take you through the process of how we do our Adire Batik. We have about 4 different methods that we use to resist the dye on the fabric that gives us different patterns. We have the Adire Aleko, we have the Adire Alabela, we have the Adire Alabela, which is batik that I'm doing now, and we have the Adire Oniko, which is the knotting process. When we want to start with a batik design, we start with a plain fabric like this, all white and crispy clean. And then with the batik we have different types. So we have the stencil, the freehand stencil, where you can dip it in the wax and draw whatever you want on the fabric. We also have the stamping method as well, where you actually put the foam. As you can see, it's designed, we have so many designs, over 1,000 designs. So you put it in the wax and you dip it on the fabric. But like I said, what we are doing today is going to be the stencil method, where we put the stencil into the wax. We have to make sure that the wax is of a certain temperature. Because if it's not hot enough, it wouldn't really stay on the fabric. So it has to be of a certain temperature before you put it on the fabric. So, as you can see, the fabric is all done, all waxed in this beautiful design. It takes about, I would say about 5 hours or a bit more. It's all hand waxed, handmade. All hand waxed and all handmade. Beautiful. So this is the second step. The first step was, remember I showed you the white fabric, and I took you through the process of the wax, the stencil and the stamp. For this design we used the stencil, the freehand stencil design. So everything here, was done by hand. And this is it. Now I'm going to take you through the third step, which is the dyeing of the fabric. And then the fourth step, which is the dewaxing of this fabric. I'm sure you can't wait to see the outcome of this beautiful, beautiful Adire Alabela, popularly known as batik. This is the third step that I was speaking about, which is the dyeing process. And as you can see, this is caustic soda, and we're going to put 6 spoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we are using hydrosulfite, and this is it. Okay, this is the dye we're going to use. But what I mixed in before, what I poured in is caustic soda and hydrosulfide. And these are the two chemicals that would allow, you know, the dye to stay on the fabric so that it doesn't wash away. Now I'm pouring the dye. We're using navy blue dye. That's that. And that's that. And we're pouring the hot water into the mixture. And you can see the chemical reaction taking place because we have the dye, we have the sulfite, and we have the soda. See, it has this goldish effect, but it's still going to turn blue. See, it kind of has this yellowish gold effect, but that's not it, because the oxidation process is still going to take place. For the fabric, you know, that we waxed, the beautiful fabric that we waxed earlier on, I'm now going to put it into this mixture. I have to wear my gloves, you know, to make sure that my fingers don't get burnt. So that's very important. So here it is. You have to make sure that everywhere is covered. You know, every bit of the fabric. And then, you know, you have to ensure it's all covered. And you can see that the places where we use the wax on is resisting the dye. It's not absorbing the dye. And this is the white bits here. And this we continue doing. So the fabric is still in the water, and we're going to leave it for about 20 minutes. As you can see, it's turning blue now. So we have to leave it here to soak for about 20 minutes. So all the areas of the fabric, you know, that have not been resisted, absorb dye. So this is the fabric. After dyeing it, we rinsed it. It still has the wax on it. I don't know if you can see pieces of the wax, you know, falling off. And the next process now is going to be to put it inside this hot, boiling water. And what the water does, it will melt the wax. Where we're taking it out of the hot water, and it goes straight into cold water. You can see the wax on top, and what the hot water has done is it has melted the wax. And look at the beautiful fabric. See? So we keep on rinsing like this. We rinse for about 5 to 6 times to ensure that the water is clear. And I can't wait to show you the actual finished fabric. So, and this is the fabric which we are going to leave in the sun to dry naturally. See how beautiful it looks. And this is just one of the products that we do at the Adire Oodua Textile Training Hub, based in Ile-Ife at Ife Grand Resort. We train people for free. We train women and young people for free. We offer them a free training on different types of Adire, courtesy of our chairman, His Imperial Majesty, the Oni of Ife, who supports and sponsors the training of young people and women.